blood, and that man shall be cut off from among his people. Okay? So it was even a law on if you was to kill an animal, alright, to eat, you was to kill what you was going to eat, which in that movie Rosewood at the beginning of it, which they was speaking about the white man, that piece of shit, that cracker, okay, which is probably saying that's probably gonna get this video flagged, but that demon, when he was telling his son about the Seminole Indians, he said that the Seminoles said that you only supposed to kill what you gonna eat, okay, and that you ain't supposed to kill every creature, because even the Seminole Indians were not eating swine, but this, that heathen, that Edomite, that white man, he killed him a swine, and he was telling his son that because he said that you only supposed to kill what you gonna eat, which is true, because according to the law, statute, and commandment, if you kill that what you're not gonna eat, you just killing animals at random, it's gonna be accounted on you as murder. Okay, that's what it said right here. Okay, it says to the end that the children of Israel may bring their sacrifices which they offer in the open field, even that they may bring them unto the Lord, unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, unto the priests, and to offer them for peace offerings unto the Lord. And the priest shall sprinkle the blood upon the altar of the Lord at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and burn the fat for a sweet savor unto the Lord. So when the children of Israel was to offer their sacrifices, they would take the fat off the animal and they would burn it on the altar unto the Lord. So they won't eat that. It says that they shall no more offer their sacrifices unto devils, after whom they have gone a whoring. This shall be a statute forever unto them throughout their generations. And thou shalt say unto them, whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or the strangers which sojourn among you, that offer a burnt offering or a sacrifice, which that stranger is talking about, an Israelite foreigner, and bring it not unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation to offer it unto the Lord, even that man shall be cut off from among his people. Okay, it says, and whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or the stranger that sojourn among you, Israelite foreigner, that eat of any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eat of blood, and will cut him off from among his people. For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul. Therefore I say unto the children of Israel, no soul of you shall eat blood, neither shall any stranger that sojourn among you eat blood. And whatsoever man there be of the children of Israel, or the stranger that sojourn among you, which hunteth and catcheth any beast or fowl that may be eaten, meaning clean animal, he shall even pour out the blood thereof, and cover it with dust. For it is the life of all flesh, and the blood it is for the life thereof. Therefore I say unto the children of Israel, ye shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh, for the life of all flesh is the blood thereof. Whosoever eateth it shall be cut off Okay. And it says, and every soul that eateth that which dieth of itself, or that which was torn with beasts, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger, or he shall both wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean unto the evening, then shall he be clean. But if he wash them not, nor bathe his flesh, then he shall bear his iniquity. Okay, so eating blood was forbidden, all right, for Israel. We was not to eat blood, nor to eat fat of animals, or to eat swine. Okay, so it says, a deer also remarked that the Indians entertained the same degree of abhorrence for the flesh of swine as the Jews. And this double analogy in the arbitrary association of the ideas of pollution with blood and eating the flesh of swine increase in much more than a twofold ratio the probability that the Indians derived their notions of uncleanness from the Jews and were deeply embroiled with all the prejudices of the old law, having noticed that their division of animals into clean and unclean, under which latter denominations they included hogs, which is pigs. So let's get that again. All right. Leviticus, Leviticus 11 and 7. It says, "And the swine, though he divideth the hoof, and be cleven foot, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you." Okay. Deuteronomy 14 and 8. It says, "And the swine, because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcasses." Okay. Deuteronomy 14 and 3. "Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing." So swine was an abomination to the children of Israel. Okay, to the Native Americans. Alright. It says the hogs, wolves. Okay. Alright. Wolves, panthers, fox, cats, mouse. Okay, let's focus on wolves, panthers, and foxes real quick. Okay. What is that? Leviticus. Leviticus 11 and 27. Leviticus chapter 11 verse 27. It says, "And whatsoever goeth upon his paws, which wolves, panthers, fox, cats have paws." Okay, mouses, rats, moles. Okay. All right, they have paws. So it says Leviticus 11:27, "And whatsoever goeth upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all fours, those are unclean unto you. Whosoever toucheth their carcass shall be unclean unto the evening." Okay, so those animals are unclean as well. Okay, Leviticus 11 and 41. It says, "Whatsoever goeth upon the belly, or whatsoever goeth upon all four, or whatsoever have more feet among all creepy things that creepeth upon the earth, them ye shall not eat, for they are an abomination." Okay, which that will include what? The hog, which that's the swine, which we find out that's an abomination. Wolves have paws, which go on all fours. Panthers go on all fours, which got paws. Foxes got paws, and they go on all fours. Cats as well. Mice as well. Rats, same. Moles, and even beavers, and the bear. Okay, they all go on fours. Okay, so the Leviticus 44 and Leviticus 11 and 42. It says, "Whatsoever goeth upon the belly, and whatsoever goeth upon all four, or whatsoever have more feet among all creepy things that creepeth upon the earth, them ye shall not eat, for they are an abomination." Okay, Deuteronomy 14 and 3. "Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing." Okay, and those animals the natives did not eat. Okay, alright. "For they are an abomination. Ye shall not make yourselves abominable with any creepy thing that creepeth, neither shall ye make yourselves unclean with them, that ye shall be defiled thereby. For I am the Lord your God. Ye shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and ye shall be holy. Excuse me, for I am holy, neither shall ye defile yourselves with any manner of creepy thing that creepeth upon the earth. For I am the Lord that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt to be your God. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. This is the law of the beasts, and of the fowl, and of every living creature that moveth in the waters, and of every creature that creepeth upon the earth, to make a difference between the unclean and clean, and between the beast that may be eaten, and the beast that may not be eaten. Okay? That's right. Alright? So I'm reading again. It says, having noticed their division of animals into clean and unclean, under which the latter denomination which they include hogs, wolves, panthers, fox, cats, mice, rats, moles, and even the beaver, only exempting the bear from prohibition which Moses laid in the 11th chapter of Leviticus on eating any of the species of animals have enumerated. Okay, and that also cuts these niggas, mainly this nigga Tazakliel and Ben Yisraeli, whatever that motherfucker's name is, that want to call us Native Americans gooks. Okay, now the Chinese and Japanese and the Koreans, they eat dog and wolf and panther and fox and cats and mice, okay, and rats and moles and even beavers. They eat all types of abominations, but the Native Americans didn't do that. So that proves they're not the same people, jackass. Okay, since Gamaliel declares that the Indians of the Orinoco were circumcised and held the flesh of swine in extreme abhorrence. So they didn't even eat that shit, man. That's right. This is the extreme aversion which the North American Indians felt for swine, and the opprobrious term of shukapa, or swine eaters, which they bestowed on the Europeans because they perceived that ate the flesh of that animal, having already been noted by a deer in the 12th argument of his treatise on the descent of the American Indians from the Jews. Meaning what? He saw, because this is a trait that the Israelites, okay, which we read before at the beginning, that you can substitute that word Jews for Israelites, that the Native Americans have to be one of those lost tribes of the 10 tribes that was part of the nation of Israel, because they did the same things as the Jews did, which was according to the law, which they did not eat swine, and they held it in great abhorrence as an abomination, nor did they eat blood, which was a commandment given to Israel. However, the fact of no mention being made by any Spanish authors of the flesh of the pecarai, or Mexican hog being eaten by the Mexicans. So the Mexicans, alright, you Mexicans out there, you're the tribe of Issachar, which is one of the 12 tribes of Israel, and your forefathers was not eating no swine, okay? They wasn't eating the hog. So in that movie Apocalypto, when they were showing what was it, the Mexicans and Central Americans known as the Mayans, okay, when they were showing them hunting that big ass wild boar, they wasn't eating that shit, man. That's just some Hollywood madness, man. Our people wasn't eating no swine, okay, being eaten by the Mexicans, or that the animal being domesticated among them, meaning they having it as a pet. Okay, they didn't even have it as a pet or sacrifice in their temples. They was not sacrificing swine in their temples, or even offered as provision to the Spanish soldiers. So when the soldiers were coming, through Mexico, Spaniards, those, because they use other tribes to take down other tribes, just like they did with the Native Americans, and what they did with the Negroes when they was in Europe. Okay, pinning certain Negroes against other Negroes to take them down, and vice versa. They did that with all the tribes. when the Spaniards were doing that, the Mexicans never offered them swine, before whom they placed